"Father, where were you?" And she just ended up in deep grieving session with like 6-7 brothers. I want a hug from you all. I feel my voice has dropped again. Hi brothers. After realizing that over the last period I've been wallowing a lot in feminine energy, letting go, going with the flow, yoga, it was very much time to reconnect with my masculine essence. And also my interest with men's work and leading men's circles brought me to the next video, which is me going on a men's retreat. We have arrived. So it's the end of day one at the men's retreat here. We started with the introduction of each other, like who are we, why are we here, what do you want to get out of it, getting clarity on that. And after that there was an interesting exercise, and so there's a mat in the middle of the room, and it's the place where all the feminine essence is allowed to be played out, let's say. And when you're sitting on the chairs, not on the mat, so outside of the mat, that's where the masculine energy stays. So we had the opportunity to, when we felt like it, say I'm ready, and then step into the mat and then share what it is we want from the brothers around us. And some men just straight up said, I want a hug from you all. Another one man said, I want a massage. Another one man said, I want you to catch me as I'm falling backwards and forwards. And it was interesting and kind of like really unfolded from what these men wanted separately or individually. So these 4 days will all be about exploring the sacred masculine, not the toxic masculine. I'm sure that tomorrow I will really step into what's possible with this this brotherhood. A beautiful cloud. Hey brothers, it's the end of day 2 and today I already feel there's a lot of things shifting and changing. I feel my voice has dropped again. I really felt that the last months my voice was so up here, all in the upper part of my body, and I think you can hear it as well. My voice is gone deeper now, and really I've dropped into my balls and my hips from the exercises that we did today, which was really some shadow work. We had to really create this character that was our ultimate shadow and then play it out in front of everybody. And for me that was Joe Schmo, some kind of like a gangster dark triad type dude that manipulates people into doing what he wants and is really focused on money and is very purposeless and unconscious and drinking beer and having cigarettes and just very unconscious, dirty, old fat man, which is like my ultimate shadow side. And through doing that I felt energy coming loose in my hips, my belly, and I feel more alive in those parts now. And then there was another significant moment today where one of the brothers stepped on the mat to express, because there was something going on. We felt with the group that he was just disengaged, and he stepped on the mat and he was expected to explain what was going on, and eventually he bursted out slightly and he said, you know, I'm never getting results from events like this, fuck this shit. Even though he wasn't able to have like a super breakthrough by crying out in front of everybody, he got very close, and by just being in that space with him, like holding strong eye contact and being very present with that as well, I could feel my own auto nervous system really getting triggered and feeling all kinds of energy moving through my body, because hopelessness and sadness is one of those feelings that I've been having a lot of trouble with as well, and really allowing myself to dig into and stay with that. So I've had the intention to really ask my brothers here to really bring that part out of me and support me and bring me to my edge. And I will make sure that I will do that tomorrow. Actually, I'll really step into the ring on the mat and share my aching heart and see if I can dig into the feelings that are there and blocking me. So yeah, I definitely can feel the energy rising over the days, and it's getting more, people are getting more expressive, more open, more willing to share, willing to be true, and it's beautiful to see it unfold. So we're doing some practices on grounding now. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to film this, but I'm gonna get a few shots in. Anyways. Hey friends, halfway day 3 now, and I'm in the session room. This is where in the morning we do breathing exercises and eye gazing. This morning we did an exercise around, first of all, training our presence just by eye gazing and keeping each other present while keeping our hands up. And this also raises your chi, or the energy in your body. And it was super great to really go through the pain, because as you stand like this for a long time, there's a lot of pain coming through your body just from holding it so long, because you normally never do that. And so you strengthen your auto nervous system, but also your presence and your capability to be with pain. And this is something I really was able to train. After a while I went into that fuck it mode, and I stepped over or transcended my ego and was just like, okay, here I am. I just went into full warrior mode, and it's like, I'm gonna do this till the fucking end. And that was great, because the partner I was doing it with, he started flinching a bit and he looked away, and I was very committed, and afterwards he told me like, thanks for keeping me on point, because some people next to me were already letting their arms down, and I just went full out, like fuck it, I'd rather die. But anyways, we're in the session room, and this is also where we do our mat work. Like I said yesterday, I really wanted to dig deeper into this deep sadness and desperateness, loneliness, hopelessness that I felt, especially around purpose. And I got the opportunity to do that this morning. And boy, was it intense. Holy fuck. I had written down some notes about this sadness so that I could be able to trigger it, and I knew also that I needed my brothers to be present with me, because I'm on my own, not capable of dealing with this grief. I just get in it and I run away from it too fast or too easily, or my defense mechanisms take over. And I said, brothers, I really need your help to be present with me and to take me to my edge, to where the pain is. And yeah, that was definitely achieved. I was sitting here, right here, and all my brothers were just looking at me as I was allowing myself to really dig into that pain, and also taking the presence of my brothers while I go deep in my process. And it was hard to connect with the pain, but Christian really helped me get in there. And as I got in my belly and I felt what was really going on there, I felt a deep voice inside me coming up and saying, I don't want to be here. Like this desperateness, you know, like I don't want to be here, this belief or conviction, and why am I here? And you know, it came out and I expressed it, and also this deep sadness came up, and it was hard to look into everybody's eyes. And after a while I decided to ask for help, and brothers joined me here on the mat, and it just ended up in deep grieving session with like 6-7 brothers around me who had the same pain and pain body going on, and it was just like a sacred crying or grief moment was, wow, powerful. Oh yeah, and this morning was just great because we, as you can see on the footage, we stood outside on the grass, and we're in a big circle of men, just shirtless and full man mode, claimed our manliness like we were. There was an exercise where we had to hold our balls and hold our heart and then scream, "I'm a man!" together with like 27 men, and that was empowering, you know. And you can also feel this brotherhood really evolving over the days as people come closer to each other and men are able to open up and connect with each other better. Hey brothers and sisters. It's the end of the men's retreat, and I just wanted to share how it was for me. It's now the end of the last day, and today we did some more inner work and also outer work. Like we did some belly breathing where we, in groups of 2, connect our bellies to each other and go full on for eye contact and see what arises, if we can be comfortable with another brother so close. And about what this retreat gave me, I feel way more relaxed in myself. I feel like I'm okay, everything is okay. I feel more safe, and especially more safe around other men now that they were able to see me at my most vulnerable. Also, they saw me at my most aggressive when I had to, or when I brought out my beast mode and my warrior mode in front of 27 other men, just without reacting to it. It was great for me to experience my own power and see that I'm okay in those situations around brothers. One thing is for sure, that I've been able to feel a lot of my deep sorrows and grief during this retreat. A lot of crying together with brothers. Today, one essential clearing we did was around the father wound. There was one brother who stepped on the mat, and he really wanted to share something around the fact that he didn't feel his father was fully there when he was young, and he stepped on the mat and he had to enact how that loneliness felt, and it was hard to connect with the feeling, but eventually when he sat down he could really sink into the feeling and allowed it to be there, and he was really screaming like, "Father, where were you?" And it was, I felt like it touched me somewhere, but I wasn't able to connect with it fully for myself until I saw that almost like 3/4 of all the brothers afterwards stepped on the mat with him to feel their own pain that was triggered by that. Actually, this man I was talking about, he wasn't able to fully go into it himself until Christian stepped on the mat, the facilitator, and showed him his own wound and went in his own pain and grief. And then what he did was such a beautiful moment. He said, now you go, and he put his hand on the brother's heart, and he just started crying instantly. Just such a strong moment of brotherhood and support, and wow. And yeah, that's something I received a lot of during this retreat, is like good imprints of what is the healthy masculine, ranges that I haven't gone to before because I didn't have good role models or never saw it really played out in front of me, or yeah, just not having the experience. And now through experiencing this, I have a wider range of healthy masculine energies I can tap into, which is great because I think our planet really needs more of the healthy masculine energy, and it's been a bit poisoned by the toxic masculine, really. Yeah, and it's definitely work I want to support more, to bring into the world, supporting brothers who are struggling with purpose, with relationships, with their grief, with their connecting with their body, just supporting other brothers in the process, because I'm in myself all the time in the process, and I can share what I learned from my own experiences. Yeah, and I can't wait to bring back all the exercises and the stuff I learned here to host my own men's circles and my own events again and try and test things out. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That sounds exciting. Hi brothers, I've returned from the men's retreat safe and sound, and I have some great news for you guys. After realizing that a lot of my viewers of my previous videos, the ayahuasca one and the Cambo one, people were going to the same places as I went, and I realized that it might be a good idea to try to get you guys some kind of a discount. So I was able to talk to the founder of these retreats, the men's retreat I was going to, and I was able to get you guys a 10% discount. So if you are excited for that, you can check it out down below. You can then go to their website and fill in the code brotherhood to get a 10% discount. I'm super interested to see who ended up there and to hear your stories. Take care brothers, peace.